And one of those teams that you get off to a slow start and you let them hang around because they could run with us. But I tell you, we were the formula kind of went the way we needed it to go today. And as far as getting a fast start, made some big plays. Our playmakers really played probably their best game. It was our best game for sure to this point, and just a huge win. Good to see us look like a really confident team today. It was really good. You know, coming off a game where, you know, a game where we had to kind of find a way to win and didn't play our best game. So, you know, that's 5 out of 6 games I think we've played pretty good. But today was our best day. Certainly the best game we've played. And again, the playmakers really stepped up for us. Pretty cool to be the 750th win. That's a pretty cool thing to be a part of. You know, just kind of a unique opportunity. But I thought offensively they set the tone for the whole game today. We had 91 plays, you know, and that's been, you know, we had like 60 plays a couple weeks ago. So being able to get in rhythm and mix some things up, made some huge plays. Trevor played awesome. I think he had 6 rushes for 40-something yards or 40 yards or whatever. So he's just doing a great job. Making some big plays for us with his legs, threw 3 touchdown passes. Probably should have hung on to a couple more, to be honest with you. But a really good day, and didn't play much after, I think, maybe the first series in the third quarter. I don't think he went back in, but did a nice job. Travis Etienne, he looked like Travis Etienne today. He's had a couple weeks of Robitussin and NyQuil. We all know how bad that tastes, as he played not a good game up there in North Carolina. We didn't protect our quarterback, put the ball on the ground, did not play to his capabilities. But great players respond, and he responded like a champion today and really played with the eye of the tiger. I mean, he was awesome. OL did a great job, no sacks. You know, Justin had a couple touchdown catches. Good to see Amari have a big touchdown, and just, you know, a lot of guys touched the ball, but 320 yards rushing. So really, really good day offensively. And then defensively, just great complimentary football today. I think they had 67 yards at the half. We had like 300 and something. 4 turnovers, the pick 6. Those were huge plays in the game, and just super proud of what I saw out there today. I think we held Akers to 34 yards. He's a really good back, so the mindset that we had to have, the physicality we had to play with up front, we tackled well. Most of their offense came against our backups. That's probably the biggest negative in the game, is that our backups didn't play well. Gave up 2 touchdowns, and so, but you know, they got to play. I mean, you got to go play to get better. So we'll have a great opportunity to really challenge our backups, because just because we put them in, that doesn't mean they take their starters out. So and the standard doesn't change. So that's probably the biggest disappointment, was some of our backup guys, you know, did not play like we need them to play. But man, our first groups on both sides, they played awesome, and just really proud of them. We punted the ball down to the 1. It was good to see. Sawicki made his first field goal, made a change there. Was disappointed with BT. That's 2 really easy field goals in a row that he's missed, and so, you know, I just felt like need to give somebody else a chance. And, you know, and he's easily the most talented guy. He's a great kicker, but you know, sometimes you just got to stand on the sideline a little bit and you know, compete. So Wiki had his opportunity and went out there and took advantage of it. So really good for him to step up and seize the moment. But overall, a great start for us. So we're 6-0, good start to October, and thought we had a great week of practice. It showed, and have another tough challenge going back on the road next week, another division game. You know, we really have 4 days that are going to determine the division championship. So it's playoff football. Every snap is a championship play. That's just how you have to look at it. And so I just want to see us keep the momentum and take what I saw today and take it on the road up to Louisville next week and continue to play well. So came through the game really well. We pulled T out. T kind of strained his hamstring, and we pulled him out. Just really didn't. I think it was 42-0 or something, and you know, he came over and said he just kind of felt it tighten up a little bit. So we just held him out, but he set the tone. Had the first big play of the game, and did a nice job there. But other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Dabo, you spoke of setting the tone just a minute ago. That first series of plays you guys had scripted out there. Did you guys all week long work on that specifically? That set?
Yep, sure did. Yep, I just felt like, in fact, I went in Tuesday. I said we're going to open up with a deep ball, and the second play is going to be a halfback pass. If it's 3rd and 10, better have a 3rd and 10 play ready. But that's what we're going to do. I just felt like I needed to set the mindset, and really challenge these guys to on how we were going to go play and how we were going to attack. And even to the point that even if it's on the right hash, I could care less. ETN, you better learn how to throw going to your left because we're calling it. And so it just kind of, I just think our guys had a little edge to them that we didn't have up at North Carolina. And I needed to really send that message. And I did. I told them I don't even care if we may be 3-and-out punt. I don't care. But we're going to attack right from the opening snap. And it just the only thing that didn't go. I was hoping we'd score on the first play, and then the next series score on the halfback pass. But it didn't work that way. So I don't know if we've ever called a halfback pass. But we did. It worked. Actually made a pretty good throw. So he's over there lobbying for more quarterback opportunity. But it was great. It was a great start and fun for the guys. But again, they had a little edge to them because they knew how we were going to come into the game. And I thought our OL just did a great job. But everybody in general, they just wanted to get back and play. The break was awesome for us. We were, you go from July 31st, all through camp, and then you play 5 games, and it's a grind. And so it was a good break. The guys had really good focus, but we had fun. The guys had fun. They looked loose, and I liked that. So it was a good day.
Not just the first 2 plays, but Tony said he felt like it was important for the offense to be aggressive and taking more shots throughout the game. I guess what does that open up for that and then for the other parts of the offense?
Yeah, it was one of our things, too, in our self-scout. I think we had only really thrown the ball. We have a lot of things that convert, but those are more quick game type things, and there's a different range. When I talk about downfield, I'm talking about let it rip. And let's see if we can make a play. And we had really truly like 3 of those, just true call-its, and we were 3 for 3. We had been successful in those plays, and we missed some too. More that weren't true that just turned into off of play action. But I'm talking about just true. Let's let them run and let's stretch it over the top, not conversions. And that was just the mindset and one of the things that we studied. And, I wanted to have at least 3 in the first half. And I didn't really care if we completed them or not. And so we did. We had a bunch of them today. And we missed on a few, got some PIs. And just think we just needed to kind of get back and really establish our confidence in who we are and attack. And that opens up, we rushed for 320 yards. That's probably the biggest thing is how we ran the ball today. The physicality that we ran the ball with, those guys are huge up front. But I thought we were able to run around them a little bit, which kind of I don't want to use tired, made them tired, but it just they had to play a lot of snaps. And when you're having so we got outside and some of our outside zone stuff, and that opened up some of the other things inside. And then Travis just ran awesome. And Lynn J did too, and he had the ball on the wrong arm on the turnover there, just poor fundamentals. But I thought all those guys, I thought Chaz came in and ran the ball well, Rencher ran the ball well. But we got outside on some of our pull stuff. We hit gap schemes, but that's what happens when you have rhythm and you get first downs and you don't have a bunch of stupid stuff going on. So it was a great day.
Travis had a really good blitz pickup. I think
he had a great
to Justin. Was that the extent of what you wanted to see?
Absolutely.
Just a different mentality?
Yeah, it went technique and fundamentals. I mean, his fundamentals were terrible at North Carolina. It looked like he hadn't ever played before, And the good news is we have lots of great film capturing him doing everything right, but he just had a bad day. His fundamentals were terrible. His technique was terrible. He was playing on the edges. He was playing with his shoulder, and he really hurt us, in pass protection. But he cares, and he's had a bad day. We all have bad days. But how do you respond? And, man, he came back, and, yeah, we had that touchdown, and he picked it up. He did an awesome job, and just really proud of him. And I knew he'd play well. I knew he would. I knew this. I told him last night, we're going to play our best game. So just how they prepared, the focus that they had, and the energy that they had. I'm just thankful that they took it to the field.
Coach, you created 4 turnovers today. How much of an emphasis was that after not getting any at North Carolina? Yeah,
it's been a long time since we hadn't had a turnover. A long time. So it's good to see. We're +2 today. I think that maybe makes us +1, gets us back on the plus side of things for the year. That was a big emphasis for us. That's positioning. That's relentlessness to the ball. It's having your eyes on the right things and getting pressure. And tips and things like that, stripping the ball. We knocked one loose, just being physical, so it was good to see that. So hopefully that'll continue to be. And then I hadn't looked at the penalties. I don't know if hopefully we were the least penalized team today. What was it? What did we have?
6 or 7.
So we had one less? There you go. All right, so we were the least penalized team today. So we had a couple personal fouls, a little discipline. We'll correct that. That's not who we are. The one on Overton's got his hands in his face. You'll have some stuff like that, but just post snap stuff, it's unacceptable. So we got back to being who we are. We out big played them. We won the turnover margin, and we were the least penalized team, and that's going to win you a lot of football games. We ran the ball well, and they didn't.
You mentioned earlier the second team came up with 14 points, but what can you say about your first team and their performance over the last 6 games and the way the defense has transformed itself over the season?
Oh, they've done a great job. I mean, they really have. I think coming into this game, we were giving up 12 points a game, and last year's group, as good as they were giving up 16 points a game. Coming into this game, I think we had 5 picks. Last year only had 1. We were giving up more big plays, and so, they've done an awesome job. And I think we've played a tougher schedule through the first 5 games than we did last year's first 5. So I'm just really proud of them. But our back 7 is just, they've done an awesome job. And that's the strength of our team, and it's allowed us to grow some guys up front. And those guys, they've played 6 games now. They're not rookies anymore, and they're just playing a lot better. Justin, Xavier, Logan, and KJ, and Maskell, and obviously Tyler Davis and what he's been able to do through 6 games. I mean, we've just settled in. Niles and Jordan and all those guys. I think Xavier Kelly got in there a good bit today as well. And so we've created a little bit of depth, but the back guys have led the way. So it's a very similar team. Just the leadership's in a different spot. The strength's in a little different spot from an experience standpoint. And then offensively, we've done well. I mean, 5 out of 6 games, I think we've played pretty good.
You made a point of telling anybody who would listen that nothing's wrong, nothing's the matter, we're still the same team. How much did today's performance validate that, and how much did they need that?
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to make a point about nothing. I was trying to make a point, and I was going to save this for Tuesday, but, those of you, right, we shouldn't ask our players if they've had an MRI or something like that. It's not something that we put out. We should not be asking those type of questions. And, Trevor kind of got put on the spot. He don't want to lie. We do MRIs if you get a sore finger. What does that mean? What does that mean? And it was more like, oh my God, he hasn't played up to some people's standards. Well, he must be hurt. No, there's nothing wrong with him. He's had a bruise. You do things, but that's private. You shouldn't ask people their medical information, especially young players. These are college kids, man. We shouldn't be asking them medical information. Ask me. That's what my job is. And also just, that was really kind of where it all came from. And then I got media texting me and like there's some big conspiracy going on. And there's not. There's nothing wrong with him. There ain't nothing wrong with him. It's 0. But for him to be asked a question like that, it's just not right. To me, that's unprofessional. And, when we haven't it's not like somebody's coming off an ACL injury or somebody's obviously, We haven't put anything out because there's nothing to put out. So we're trying to create something, or putting him. You ask me, I'll tell you. But that's just private information, and so that's really kind of where it all came from. I wasn't trying to make a point about anything other than that.
I was just meaning more with respect to your team at large,
Yeah.
not just Trevor. I was talking about more from respect to how much did this team need today's performance.
Yeah, we needed to play well. Yeah, I mean, we needed to play because our last outing we didn't play great. We played well enough to win, and you got to learn to win games like that. It's hard to win. I mean, I think we had a couple undefeateds go down today. It's hard to win. Hard to win. And you better have an appreciation for it. We win by one, it don't matter. I guarantee you a couple of them undefeateds would like to have won by 1 point today. You want to win by one, you move on. It's hard to win, especially in college football. That's what makes it so much fun and so interesting. But we needed to play well. And these guys were eager to take the field. It didn't matter who we were playing. We just need to play well. And they did. They were awesome. Really proud of our guys.
You kind of alluded to it there. What did you think about South Carolina beating Georgia?
Well, I didn't even know about it until after the game there. I mean, that's college football. It's college football. You know, North Carolina beats South Carolina. South Carolina beats Georgia. It's college football. I mean, that's just the way it rolls. I mean, you better show up every week. Anybody can beat anybody. Anybody can beat anybody. I believe that. And South Carolina's a good football team. They're talented. They got great coaches down there. I've studied them a little bit already, getting ready for North Carolina. I mean, they're a good team, and gotten a lot better defensively. I have no idea what happened in the game. I have no clue. But nothing surprises me in college football. Nothing. That's why you play the game, and I don't have a clue what happened, other than they won the game. They said in overtime, but I think that's a huge win for them for sure. Division game and so forth, and a great win.
From the outside, it looked like there was a different edge in the first 5 games. We don't know. We're not inside. How much of that is, natural come through the adversity of North Carolina? How much of that is, generated by the standard? How much of it could you have had you not had the North Carolina game?
A different edge than the first 5 games. I don't agree with you on that.
Just from the outside, just looked like it all clicked.
Well, I'm on the inside, so I'm with them. Our first 4 games, we played well. Didn't play perfect. Played a lot of guys. We dominated the games. There was not one game that was a fourth quarter I don't know what to say. You dominate Texas A&M, you dominate Syracuse, you dominate Georgia Tech, you dominate Charlotte. Pretty good edge. There was no question. And then we had a bad game. We won the game. It's a great game. We just didn't play well in that game. And so all you saw today was a team that was eager to get back out there and play better than they did the last outing. They did.
You broke out a new jumbo package today. What went into the schematic and design of that, and what made you decide those are the guys that I'm going to put in that package?
Yeah, we didn't break it out. It's just the first time we ran it. We've worked that since fall camp. Xavier Thomas, 260 pounds, and can probably run 4.5. So it's a good place to start right there. And then, Niles, we've always had a little fridge package, if you will. And just first time that we kind of went to it, and probably should have scored. I thought we were a little tight on our angle, and then Xavier's first carry, I thought his legs melted a little bit, but he'll get better from it.
How much did DK's pick represent a culmination of all the work he's done on that side of the football to get to where he's at?
Yeah, he's worked really hard. In fact, I really challenged those guys last night, our corners in particular, because those were really good receivers, and they were going to take some shots. I thought DK played really well. Had a great breakup downfield on the one, and again, you got to remember it's his first year. He's played 6 games, and part of a spring ball. So he is an awesome kid. He's really conscientious. He loves to be coached. He loves to be challenged. That's what I love about DK. He is not a guy that wants to just kind of cruise through. He wants to be great, and he really has worked hard on it. He studies tape, and he accepts the challenge. He's got a lot of confidence, and that serves him well at that, because if you're going to play corner, you're going to go out there and play. We had to play a lot of man today. We had to get up and we had to press these guys a little bit, and I just thought he did a great job. And so that's huge for him. That'll be great for his confidence moving forward for sure.
Dabo, you mentioned BT struggled some lately. What was your message to him, and is that a competition that can remain open moving forward?
Yeah, he's second team. I mean, it's just the way it is. Everybody's got a job to do, and he's done an amazing job as a kickoff guy. And he's done an awesome job in practice. I mean, he had a great camp, unbelievable camp. Now he did get he had a little growing pull a couple weeks ago, and we limited him a little bit, but he's just missed 2 easy ones in a row. It's not like we're out there kicking 50-yarders. I mean, he's missed 2 easy layups in a row, and we got to make the layups. And if you don't make the layups, you got to give somebody else an opportunity. You got to be fair. And so, Sawicki's a kid that's walked on here and been around, and he doesn't have the leg strength of BT, but he's been very accurate. And so that's why we chart everything at practice, and he just deserved the opportunity. You just got to give somebody else a chance. And so, he went out there and he took advantage of his opportunity. So if BT's going to have to win it back. Now he's still the kickoff guy. We don't really have much competition there. He's about as good as it gets, and he is a great kicker and will be a great kicker. But he's a sophomore, and he's still kind of growing into the role. But at the end of the day, it's a game of performance.
Is that like mental, you think?
I guess. I don't know. I ain't a kicker. I just know they got goalposts. Go through, it's 3 points. If it doesn't, it doesn't, And I coach receivers forever, and I can get you open, I can get you right, but you got 2 hands, and if you don't catch it, it's an incomplete pass. And if you catch it, you got a chance. And if I got guys that don't catch it, then you know what I would do? I put somebody else in there. So it's just that's all I can tell you. I don't know what to say. I guess it's just maybe a lack of confidence or something. But sometimes you just got to go stand on the sideline.
You mentioned taking advantage of opportunities. Amari Rogers, 5 catches, 44 yards, had it reversed for the touchdown.
Yep.
How good is it to have him back in the lineup? He's just a different body type, a different kind of guy in the wide receiver group. It gives Trevor a different option. How good is it to have that guy back? And are you starting to see Amari Rogers come back to where he was at last year?
Yeah, he's done. It was a great game for him. I mean, he's a great football player. Last week, everybody was going, "Oh my God, we've lost Hunter Renfrow. What are we going to do about Hunter Renfrow?" I'm like, Amari's played 2 games. He had a great game at Syracuse, had 2 touchdowns, and he played a quarter versus Charlotte. And then he didn't play great at North Carolina. He should have got the first down on 3rd and 1. He should have cut back one time. He didn't play great, but he's a great player. And so he's still kind of working his way back. So today was huge for him, for sure. He is a great talent. So getting a guy back like him is awesome. And I thought, the reverse was awesome, but I thought the competitive catch, with the guy kind of draped over him, off a little play action right there, was a great catch right there. A real strong, out front, hands catch with a guy really draped in a competitive position. I thought that was an awesome play by him. But the other thing about Amari, outside of just his playing ability, is he is one of the most committed people we have on this team. He is a great leader. His work ethic is through the roof, and that's why he was able to come back. I mean, he's just always working. He really kind of carries himself like a pro. I've never coached a great pro, but to me, that's how he handles himself. He handles himself like he's a 30-year-old man that's been playing this game for a long time. How he takes care of his body, how he prepares every week, the little extra that he does, the unrequired work. He's pretty special.
Trevor looked really clean and crisp in the first quarter. Then he had that jump pass into double coverage interception.
I'm not real sure what that was. It was bad.
What did he see, and what did you say to him when he came
Oh, that was a bad play. He was really mad at himself right there. And, I think I told him, I said, Trevor, you're not at Cartersville, okay? Some of those type of plays you get away with in high school. But we were kind of empowered him there with a little package. He was really kind of making the checks for us. And he had slants called, which was fine, but he really didn't have a clean window, and so he scrambled around, and, just throw it away. Just throw it away, and let's punt the ball. And so and we had played so well, and he played so well, so he was really mad at himself right there. He was really frustrated with that. But what he saw was, I think it was it Latson? I can't remember who it was right there, or Overton. Maybe it was Overton. But he saw a receiver, and he just tried to. He had bad angle, and he tried to rip it. And their kid, now he did make a great play, but that was one of those. You got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him, right? And it was a good time to fold him right there, and he didn't do it. So cost him. But he'll learn from it. He's still growing and learning. He played a great game. He was awesome today. He was awesome. Should have had a couple more touchdowns. I thought there were a couple more plays we could make and will make and capable of making, but man, he played well. He did a great job. He hit a check down one time. You just really know when a guy's really just seeing it. And we had it was actually a kind of a little downfield concept, but he saw it. He took the check down, and it was I don't know, we got 10, 12 yards off of it, but he was really, really sharp. And super proud of him. But he didn't play well against North Carolina. He's had a good year, but he didn't play well against North Carolina. Not like he's capable. And so he was very eager to get back out, and that's what great players do. They just keep working, keep getting better, and that's what this team will do.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank y'all. Appreciate it.